Hey guys, welcome to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the Accountability Accountant, guys. I'm so excited and so blessed to be with you guys on this snowy, rainy, but beautiful Tuesday, guys. So if you guys are new to me, I'm Folasade, better known as the Accountability Accountant. I help individuals and entrepreneurs save money on their taxes, build generational wealth. I hate to say that word nowadays, but basically help small business owners build profitable, scalable, and sustainable businesses. Okay. So on today's live stream, on today's show, guys, we're going to be talking about all of the IRS updates. If you guys are following me on Instagram, you probably saw my post a few hours ago regarding the ERC updates with the IRS. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you need to head over there because that's kind of where I break all of the new released news or tax tips or whatever's going on. That's where I normally post everything. Okay. So if you're not following me on Instagram, head over to my Instagram and follow me, guys, so you can stay on top of all of the most recent content. Okay. So on today's show, the IRS then released an update regarding the ERC, but we also going to talk about the fraud that I'm seeing that's happening, the scamming that you guys are doing, the scamming that these tax professionals are doing. All of you guys are just running a complete. Let me see if I move this over. It'll be better for me to look at everything together. You guys are just, yeah, oh, that's better. You guys are completely running amok, okay? Like my mom would say back in the days, you guys are running amok. You're doing too much, okay? So let's rock this thing on out. So if you guys don't know what the employee retention credit is, which we know you do, that was the credit that the IRS and the Treasury agreed to give small business owners. Okay. So let's say, for example, you had employees, times were tough. The IRS created the employee retention credit for you guys to be able to retain. You hear the main word retention, to retain, okay, your employees during the COVID pandemic. Okay. That credit was not for you guys to go and showboat, go and stunt, go and party, travel to Dubai, buy tables, buy Versace, Gucci, and Prada. That was not what that money was for, guys. That money was for business owners that had real employees that were struggling financially, okay, to use that money as a bridge to keep open, right? But anything involving the honor system, you guys just don't want to do right. I don't know what it is. They require the honor system when you guys file your taxes. You constantly cheating on that. They required you guys to do the honor system for them PPP loans. You guys did not do that. And then they required you guys to do an honor system for the ERC. You guys didn't do that. Then they then did this new fuel credit that require you guys to have the honor system regarding these fuel credits and these credits that these gurus are promising you guys. And guess what? Y'all tails are still not being honest with that. So let's really be honest. We cannot say that all of them programs, the PPP, ERC, all of those programs was a scam. No, what happened was you guys are scammers. You guys chose to scam, okay? So now we're here. The pandemic is over with. The IRS, Treasury, Biden, everybody want to get their money back. And now all of y'all screaming, it was a scam, Folasade. It was a scam. They didn't, somebody even put on my post, it was a PPP, prison to pipeline, or something like that. Prison preparation to prison pipeline loan. I'm like, oh my God. You guys refuse to admit, and as the accountability accountant, you guys refuse to hold yourselves accountable for your scamming ways. Remember, fraud occurs when you guys get that itch. Like, oh, I think I can get away with it. Oh, I think I can get away with it. Free money, free money, free money. And that's what everybody was telling you guys. It's free money. They told you it was free money for the PPP. They told you it was free money for the ERC. They told you it's free money for this fuel credit. They told you guys the unemployment was free money. Everybody was boasting free money, free money. Guess what? That shit was not free money. And everybody that listened to me and did things right, they got their coins the legal, right way based on real data. And then the people that scam, they guess what they did? They scam, and now you guys are not sleeping peacefully at night. You guys are messaging me, DMing me, saying, Folasade, am I going to get caught up? What should I do? You guys are now trying to work with legitimate tax professionals because you know you didn't scam these past 3 years. But guess what? The IRS is still trying to work with you guys. Even through all of the stuff that the IRS done been through with y'all, trillions of dollars down the drain. The IRS said, you know what? We're going to help the people out because we know 95% of these ERC claims, 95% of these fuel credit claims were fraudulent. So guess what? We're going to help the people out. So as of today, the IRS released information regarding updated information regarding the ERC, guys. So if you know of anyone that ended up getting that employee retention credit, girl, I don't care if they got it illegally, or they thought they was doing, or they thought it was free money. If you know somebody that got the ERC, please share this video with them, guys. If you're watching me on any social media platform, guys, I don't ask you guys to do anything for me. I'm not selling content courses. I'm not asking you guys for anything but to share my content. Share my content. That's all I ask you guys. If you don't want me to be your accountant, fine. You don't want to invest into my amazing courses when I'm teaching you how to really do things, fine. All I ask is that when I'm giving content like this, just share it with your friends, share it with your family, because then I've done my part in helping you guys not cheat the system, do things right, and then I'm able to achieve my mission and really helping and serve the community. Okay, so we about to rock it out. So if you guys are watching me on any social media platform and you cannot see my screen because I'm about to share my screen, you guys want to head over to my YouTube channel, which is Folasade, my name, Folasade TV. Go to Folasade TV on YouTube. Like the video now. Don't just watch me. Like the video to help with the algorithms, guys. Okay. Like the video and then tune in because we're about to rock this thing on out. Okay. So we're going to hit two things. We're going to talk about, hold on, guys. Let me replicate this PDF. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, so what we're about to do, we're first about to talk about this ERC, and then next we're going to talk about that fuel credit mess, guys. Y'all didn't got yourselves so caught. I'm so, my little heart is so broken for you guys because honestly, the way that the IRS have hired so many agents and is enhancing their computer systems, they're going to catch up 90% of you guys. And a lot of you are just toting around, being boastful, thinking that, oh, you good, right? Unbeknownst to you, the IRS is definitely planning on catching up with you guys, okay? So if you are watching me on YouTube or Facebook, you're able to see my screen. If you're watching me on Instagram, you're unable to see my screen. Head over to my YouTube channel, which is Folasade TV, and we're going to rock this thing on out. Okay. So right now, guys, you see my screen. It says Employee Retention Credit Voluntary Disclosure Program. So if you're unaware of this, the IRS came up with a voluntary program where they will allow you guys to say, uh-oh, I know that I didn't do the application right. I know my numbers don't add up. I know I don't qualify, IRS. I don't qualify. So guess what? They're giving you the opportunity to say that you don't qualify and head over to their system and withdraw or follow the process to withdraw if you cannot do it through their system. So they created this voluntary withdrawal program specifically for you guys. Okay, so it says here, if you claimed and received the ERC, but you are ineligible and need to repay the ERC, this page will help you figure out if you can apply for the Employee Retention Credit Voluntary Disclosure Program. So let me just give you the disclaimer. Everybody don't qualify for the disclaimer for this disclosure program. Your baby father, your baby mother, your cousin, your brother, you, okay? All of you guys may not qualify for it, but a lot of people will qualify for it, okay? So it says the Employee Retention Credit Voluntary Disclosure Program is open through March 22nd, 2024. So it ends next month, guys. The program requires you to voluntarily pay back the ERC. And the beautiful part about this, guys, they're working with you guys. So instead of you having to pay back the whole 100%, let's say you got 20,000. Let me just use an easy number. Let's say you got 10,000, right? The IRS said, okay, no, baby, you don't have to pay me back the 10,000. At least pay me back 8,000, 80%. Okay. So if you guys go through this voluntary program, you will be able to only pay back 80% of the ERC. If you guys don't go through this voluntary program and the IRS catch up with you, you will have to pay back the full 100%. Okay, are we clear? If you don't go through this voluntary program, you're going to have to pay back the whole 100%. Okay, so you have to pay it back. Then the second thing, you must cooperate with any request from the IRS for more information and sign a closing agreement. Do y'all see that? They said you're going to have to cooperate with any request from the IRS for more information. That request can be, oh, who filed the application for you? Oh, who did the paperwork for you? Oh, who connected you to that person? Oh, how did you learn about them? Oh, what information did they request from you? What's their email address? What's their telephone number? They say it's any information, okay? So basically, they might use you guys to build up their investigation against that person. Okay. And then it's also saying that you guys are going to have to sign a closing agreement. Now, I don't know what they're going to do about this closing agreement. I don't know what the closing agreement is. Okay. Because this is newly released information. You guys are getting this first. They just released this information today. Okay. All righty. So they said the advantages of doing this voluntary disclosure program is, number one, you will only need to repay 80% back. Okay. They say you don't need to repay any interest you received on your ERC refund. You don't have to amend your income tax returns to reduce your wage expenses. And also the 20% difference from your loan, well, from the ERC and what you pay back, it's not going to be considered taxable income. And the IRS will not charge penalties or interest on the claimed ERC amount if you paid in full by the time you return your signed closing agreement. So the IRS say, okay, well, as long as you make your payment in full before you sign your closing agreement with them, then guess what? You won't have to pay penalties and interest on that ERC. In addition, now this is the beautiful part. Now the 80% is beautiful. The penalties and interest is beautiful. But last but not least, it says the IRS won't examine ERC on your employment tax returns for tax periods resolved within the terms of the ERC. So they won't do an examination, which is slightly like an investigation on your paperwork. If I were you guys and I did this ERC scam, I would take advantage of this voluntary disclosure program. The benefits are there. You only get to have to pay back 80%. They're not going to charge you interest and penalty charges. They're not going to open up a case on your tab. That's what they said. They're not going to examine any further. So it's basically like, okay, they're saying, hand me my money and you can walk away free. Give me my money. Like, yes, give me the money. As long as you get them the money back, you good. And also give them credible information. So they might use you guys to build cases against other people. So if I were you guys, I will go ahead on and do the ERC voluntary disclosure program. So if you guys are just coming in, we're talking about the newly released IRS information regarding the employee retention credit that all of you guys thought that you could scam your way to get, file fraudulent tax returns to do. And some of you guys have gotten that money, okay? And now you need to repay it. Some of you have submitted applications and you have not received the money yet. They also have steps that you guys can definitely take. So if you guys go into my link tree on Instagram, I have the link to withdraw your ERC claim in my link tree bio. Okay. So if you haven't received your money yet, you can go to that link in my Instagram to withdraw your claim. If you received your money, you need to follow the steps here. So guys, whoever told y'all was free money, this is the time now for you guys to do that disclosure program. And I hate to say this, guys, but y'all may have to start snitching. Snitching, okay? Look, I don't need to fake stutter. I already stutter on my own, right? Y'all need to snitch, okay? So now here's the thing, guys. Remember I said earlier, not everyone qualifies for the ERC voluntary disclosure program, okay? Not everybody. I hope that all of you guys that have done the scam qualify, but a lot of you may not qualify. So who qualifies? Businesses, tax-exempt organizations, and government entities are eligible to apply for the ERC VDP for each tax period that meets all of the below listed requirements. All of the below listed requirements, guys. All. Your ERC claimed on an employment tax return has been processed and paid as a refund, which you have cash or deposited or paid in the form of a credit applied to your tax period. So basically, you already received the money, okay? You now think that you were entitled to zero. You already said, oh, I wasn't entitled to that 10 grand. I'm only entitled to zero. You qualify. They said the third thing, you are not under employment tax examination. That means you're already not under audit. If you're under audit, you cannot go through this voluntary disclosure program. This is for individuals that have not been audited yet. Okay? They also say you're not under criminal investigation by the IRS. So if you're under criminal investigation by the IRS, you do not qualify for this ERC voluntary disclosure program. So if they're examining your tax return or doing an audit, you don't qualify. If you're under criminal investigation, you don't qualify. Okay? The IRS has not reversed or notified you of the intent to reverse your ERC to zero. For example, you received a letter or notice from the IRS disallowing your claim. So if you haven't received the letter, you might be able to qualify for the ERC voluntary disclosure program. But here's the thing, guys. How do you know if your ERC claim is under investigation? How do you know if your employment tax returns are being examined by the IRS? How do you know? It says here, if you use a third-party payer to file your employment tax returns or claim your ERC, you can't apply to the ERC VDP yourself. You must contact that third-party payer. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So basically, if you had one of those shammy businesses do the ERC for you, and however way they process your paperwork, you're gonna have to go through them. But guess what? A lot of them already done shut down. A lot of them already done skedaddled. They didn't hit the road, Jack, and they ain't coming back no more, no more, no more, no more. They hit the road, Jack. They ain't trying to come back. So now the people that did, for whoever you guys got your ERC done through one of these big companies that shut down, how do you go about it? You got to contact them, harass them. Oh my goodness. And then last but not least, the IRS says, please note that if you willfully claimed an ERC that is fraudulent, or if you assisted or conspired in such conduct, applying to the ERC VDP will not exempt you from potential criminal investigation and prosecution. Let me read this again. Please note that if you willfully, and see, this is where the kicker is. This thing says willfully. A lot of you guys willfully completed those paperwork. A lot of you guys willfully went to go work with those shady people. A lot of you guys willfully knew that you didn't qualify. You knew you didn't have any employees. You knew you never paid nobody on W-2. You knew you never filed a 941. So a lot of you guys are not even going to qualify because you willfully committed fraud. This is for the people that got scammed and coerced, saying that, oh, they can qualify, that literally may have had real employees. The IRS said, if you willfully claimed an ERC that is fraudulent, or if you assisted or conspired, you know what conspired mean? Oh, guess what? Girl, if you go work with this person, they can get you the ERC. That's conspiracy. Just that conversation, just directing your cousin or your friend to the ERC person that did your paperwork is conspiracy. They said that if you willfully did the ERC, assisted or conspired, then applying for the ERC VDP program will not exempt you guys from potential criminal investigation and prosecution. And then here they say, if you are not eligible to participate in this program, then you may have to click another link if you have not been paid yet. And that link, if you have not been paid yet, is in my bio on Instagram. Now, why am I bringing this up, guys? I'm about to stop sharing really quick. And we're about to have some dialogue. The IRS not only created this ERC voluntary disclosure program to help you guys, but they also now put work on us tax professionals to help you guys. So now it is our responsibility that if we hear you guys say that you have the ERC, it wasn't done right, we're supposed to guide you through the process. Let me show you guys. So for all my tax professionals that are running to people that have done the ERC scam, they have put the responsibility on us, y'all, to help y'all with the paperwork. And what's even worse, guys, guess what? If y'all don't want to take our advice and amend your return or do what's necessary, we have to disengage. Meaning, I can't even do your taxes if you don't withdraw the ERC claim knowing you done it fraudulently. So as the tax professionals, now I have to start turning some of y'all shady MFs away because you guys have done the ERC and refuse to retract your application or refuse to adjust your tax return. If you guys refuse to mitigate the ERC issues, us legitimate tax professionals cannot even work with you. We have to disengage. Do you guys know what disengagement means? That means I cannot represent you in an audit, I cannot do your taxes, and I cannot fight the IRS for you if I have to disengage because you refuse to retract your ERC application. This is all coming down from the IRS today. They put responsibilities on everybody. So guys, I'm going to try to read this as fast as I can. Y'all know I stutter. So if you think, say, they can't read or whatever the case may be, and y'all know I don't have my glasses on. So guess what? We about to do this thing together. I'm going to try to read it as much as I can. And we're going to rock it out, guys, because this is crazy. Why should I have to turn you away because you choose to not correct the issue? Okay? So as of today, February 13th, 2024, that's today, right? With a key March deadline quickly approaching, the Internal Revenue Services today highlighted special warning signs that an employee retention credit claim may be questionable to help small businesses that may need to resolve incorrect claims. The agency alerted businesses about 7 suspicious warning signs that could signal IRS problems involving ERC claims. The indicators built on feedback from the tax professional community and IRS compliance personnel center on misinformation some unscrupulous ERC promoters used. Many of these groups urged taxpayers to ignore advice. Yes, the hell they did. They told all my clients, your accountant don't know what she talking about. This not her lane. She don't know what she talking about. Anything tax related, if you are a legitimate tax professional, it is our job as an accountant. Let's be honest. As an accountant, while we're getting our degrees, they tell us that if we cannot learn your industry, learn the form, learn the process, we cannot accept you as a client. So if I didn't know what I was talking about, then yes, you can go to another person. But those people promoted that us tax professionals did not know about the ERC. We don't know what we're talking about, right? That's what they said. So they said, those groups urged taxpayers to ignore advice from trusted tax professionals and claim the pandemic era credit, even though they may not qualify. IRS compliance activity, you see? Listen, y'all, listen. IRS compliance activity continues increasing involving employee retention credit claims. And those claims, this pandemic era credit, need to quickly review their situation to avoid future problems, said IRS Commissioner Warfield. Many businesses were widely misled about the qualifications, and the IRS is taking a special step to highlight common problems being seen about these claims. The IRS urges ERC claimants to get with a trusted, see, didn't I tell you they put the responsibility on us? Y'all asses that went and dealt with all of them shady people, paid them people thousands of dollars and got y'all in this mess. Now the IRS is coming to us like, help the people, help me, help me, help me. Right? I'm not happy about this. I'm gonna be honest, because it causes a lot of headache. Like, we're trying to juggle tax season, and now we have to deal with these claims. Like, this is a lot, guys. They're always having us save the world. Like, us accountants really, I had a t-shirt. Accountants save the world. Like, we literally do save the world. Y'all don't realize that, but during COVID, we saved the world, and now we're saving the world again. Okay. So it says the IRS encourages, hold on. Okay, the IRS urges ERC claimants to get with a trusted tax professional and review their qualifications before times run out on IRS disclosure and withdrawal programs. The suspicious 7 signs released today are clear red flags that ERC claimants should carefully review. The alert comes as a March 22, 2024 deadline approaches for the ERC voluntary program for anyone that filed a claim in error and received a payment. The disclosure program allows businesses to repay just 80% of the claim. Taxpayers who filed a claim previously that hasn't been processed should also review the guidelines and quickly pursue the claim withdrawal process if they now see their claim is ineligible. Remember, guys, that link is in my bio on Instagram. So go to my link tree, scroll down, the withdrawal link is there, okay? It says the IRS took steps on the ERC program after the well-intentioned pandemic era program came under aggressive, misleading marketing that oversimplified or misrepresented eligibility rules. Promoters pushed more applicants into the program, frequently by taking a percentage of the payout. The IRS wants businesses to know about these warning signs, revisit their claim if there are questions, and act quickly before the special disclosure and withdrawal programs end. The IRS is giving you guys until March 22nd, 2024 to withdraw your claims, guys. Okay? So let's go through the 7 suspicious signs. And guys, I think I did a live stream on this before a couple of months ago, and also maybe like a year ago as well. But we're going to go over it one more time just so you guys can be very clear that you do not qualify for the ERC, okay? Because a lot of you guys were duped into thinking that you qualify. So we're going to go over that again, and then we're going to show you guys and then I'm going to close out on this part, showing you guys how your tax professional now needs to assist you. So guys, you guys are getting us legitimate tax professionals in your own mess. So let's say, for example, you went and got your taxes done by a shady person. They convinced you guys to do the ERC, and guess what? They know where to be found. Now you want to work with me. You tell me you got the ERC illegally. I more than likely cannot even work with you guys after this release today because you refuse to take the necessary steps to mitigate this problem with the ERC. Okay, so first suspicious sign is too many quarters being claimed. No one qualified for all of the quarters, guys. Some people qualify for 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters. No one really qualified for all of the quarters. So if you ended up qualifying for all of the quarters, that's a red flag, okay? The second suspicious red flag was that your government orders that did not qualify. So they were basically trying to say, oh, when the government said that this particular industry had to close doors, if yours was close to that industry, you qualify. They were trying to manipulate the state's requirement to keep your business open. So it says some promoters have told employers that they can claim the ERC if any government order was in place in that area, even if their operations weren't affected, or if they chose to suspend their business operations voluntarily. This is false. To claim the ERC under government order rules, government orders must have been in effect and the employer's operations must have been fully or partially suspended by the government. The government order must be due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And last but not least, the order must be a government order, not guidance or a recommendation or a statement. So some people were telling you guys, oh, if they put it on their website and said a statement or gave a recommendation for you to close your business, then you qualify. That's not true, guys. Okay. It says too many employees and wrong calculations. Some of you guys said you had 4 employees when you know you didn't have none. Some of you guys said you had 10 employees and you know you only had 2 employees. If that's the case, then you need to retract your application. Okay. Then this was a big one, guys. Businesses citing supply chain issues. It says qualifying for ERC based on supply chain disruption is very uncommon. A supply chain disruption by itself doesn't qualify an employer for ERC. An employer needs to ensure that their supplier's government order meets the requirements. Employers should carefully review the rules on supply chain issues. So some of you guys, your supplier ended up closing down, but they wasn't required to close down, and you cited that as a reason why you're having supply issues. Now, if it was their choosing, you don't qualify for the ERC. You will only qualify for the ERC if it was mandated for them to close down and it wasn't a choice. Sound went out? Is it still out? Can you hear me? Businesses claiming ERC for too much of a tax period. It is possible but uncommon for an employer to qualify for ERC for the entire calendar year. Okay. For the entire calendar year. If the business operations were fully or partially suspended due to the government order. So nobody's really qualified for all of 2020, all of 2021. It sounds different. Oh gosh. Okay, let me start it over. Guys, just give me 1 second. Let me start the Instagram over really quick. Let me just take a quick little break. Let me start the Instagram over really quick. We're going to be right back. Just 1 minute, guys. Hello, it's your girl Folasade, the accountability accountant, and I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's episode of The Money Zone. If you know, and I know, you should have shared that video up with your friends or your family, because our goal is to build generational wealth. So do me one favor, share the video and subscribe to our mailing list. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. My Instagram, they were saying that my voice was sounding funny. They couldn't really hear me. So I just wanted to restart that. So I apologize for going on a quick break, right? But if you guys are just coming in, we're talking about the update regarding the ERC, which is the Employee Retention Credit, guys. The IRS is really trying to work with you guys and they don't really want everybody to go to jail. So for everybody to say, pipeline of prison loans, jail. As you guys can see from today's show, the IRS really don't want to persecute you guys and really have a lot of people go down. That's why they're putting this voluntary program in place, guys. So we're going to go back to what we were talking about. And we were talking about the businesses qualifying for too many tax periods for the full year. Okay. So one more red flag was businesses didn't pay wages. So if you didn't pay your employee wages, if you didn't have your employees on W-2s, you didn't qualify. If you had them as contractors at first and then try to convert them to employees to qualify, you didn't qualify. You had to have legitimate employees. And then also you didn't qualify. So your wages, because a lot of people were trying to include their wages in the calculation, you didn't qualify for your wages. And then the IRS said, last but not least, last but not least, and promoter says, oh, there's nothing to lose. How many people heard, oh, you had nothing to lose? They owe us that money. That's our reparations. I even heard people say that. That was our reparations. You have nothing to lose. So the IRS said businesses should be on high alert with any ERC promoter who urged them to claim the ERC because they have nothing to lose. Businesses that incorrectly claim the ERC risk repayment requirements, penalties, insurance, audit, and potential expenses of hiring someone to help resolve the incorrect claim, amend previous returns, or represent them in an audit. And then remember what they just said, that if you did this fraudulently, willfully, right, then you can still get criminal charges brought against you. So this ERC voluntary disclosure program, guys, please write this down. Please tell everybody that you know of that scam their way to popping bottles, scam their way to that Mercedes Benz, and was shitting on y'all. Because, like, really, dude, let me be really honest here. Let me stop really quick and be really honest. What pisses me off about this whole situation is that all y'all scammers was dogging everybody out that didn't want to partake in this mess. Y'all couldn't go do y'all scams and then, chill on your own and, do your own thing, right? No, you had to bring everybody and their mama with you. You were convincing everybody, trying to convince everybody that you know of to do it. Y'all didn't just do this fraud on your own. You didn't have your families, your uncles, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews that didn't even know nothing about this mess scamming. Then the people that didn't want to be bothered, y'all shit on them. Excuse my vulgarity today. Y'all told them off. Y'all was showing off like y'all was rich. Y'all was doing the most. You actually, a lot of y'all stopped dealing with your regular friends because you thought you were better than them because you got the ERC and the PPP and you had a little money in the bank. You was rich. You had the big chains, the bust downs. Y'all was doing the daggone thing, traveling, stunting on everybody. Acting like that's how you got rich selling programs and having a business, but y'all got rich off the ERC and the PPP, and y'all didn't just sit there quietly with your money. Y'all actually made people feel bad that they didn't do the scam. Y'all try to coerce everybody you knew to do it with you, and that's what I hated about all of this. Y'all didn't pocket that money and keep quiet. No, you tried to hurt everybody's feelings. You tried to shit on them. And y'all know what? Y'all was going to the clubs. You didn't buy your friend a bottle. You didn't get them stuff to drink. Like my clients was telling me what y'all done to them. Y'all embarrassed people. So guess what? Now y'all about to be embarrassed. And I'm not happy that y'all about to be embarrassed and having issues. But I'm disappointed that y'all couldn't do y'all scams on y'all own. Y'all try to get everybody in your family. So it's going to be families that go down from this. So Divine Safe on Instagram, they thought they was all that and a bag of chips. Y'all can tell I'm old. They thought they was all that and a bag of chips. You got your first Louis Vuitton bag. You thought you was too cute. Y'all probably they got BBLs, they got veneers and everything. Y'all the new. And that's what I'm sorry I had to say that. Because y'all was really trying to stunt on regular people. Y'all was trying to stunt on people that already make money. Like I even had people that trying to stunt on me. Like, you can never stunt on me. Like, please, I live in my own little box. Okay, I don't care what nobody doing. Girl, you ain't get the PPP. You ain't did this. I got real employees. Okay, I got real business to take care of. I can't be stunting like y'all. So yeah, I digress. Let me go back. Sorry, y'all. I had to say that because y'all was doing too much. Y'all was doing too much. Yeah. Y'all was doing entirely too much. Okay, so the beautiful part about this, guys, please let everybody that you know, but let them know, oh yeah, didn't you scam for the PPP? Oh, if you scam for the ERC, you have up until March 22nd to withdraw your claim, girl, so you won't get caught up. I'll be real petty right now, y'all. Oh yeah, I know you got that PPP. Did you get the ERC, girl? Oh, okay, well, if it wasn't done right, you might as well go ahead and withdraw that application. Here's the link. I'll be real petty. Okay. So if you ended up getting the ERC, if you do this voluntary program, you will actually pay less money back. Okay. You're eligible to pay back 80%, not the whole 100%. Okay. Now, let me show you guys about the tax professional stuff that blew me for a loop. I'm like, what do I have to do? Hold on, wait. Okay, they probably did. Okay, hold on. Let me go to my email there. Hold on, y'all. I was like, what do we have to do with y'all? Y'all done scammed y'all little way. And then now us tax professionals gonna have to come and save y'all, which I don't mind. That's why I came into the business to really help you guys, right? But I'd rather help you scale, grow, build generational wealth instead of helping you get out of mess like this for $3,000, $5,000, $15,000. Okay, so look at my screen, guys. This was from one of the organizations that I'm a part of as a tax professionals, right? So here's the bottom part of it. Now, this is from OPR. OPR regulates our licensing. So if you guys don't know, I'm a licensed enrolled agent. So I can represent you against the IRS. I'm federally licensed. I can represent you in your state. If you're out of the country, I can represent you against the IRS. I can go all the way up to the appeals. Yeah, I can fight your past debt if you get audited, any of that stuff, right? I can handle everything with you regarding the IRS, okay? It says here, what is my responsibility? Us tax professionals' responsibility. As you begin to see more of these clients come to your door, we want to remind you of your responsibility as a preparer. The Office of Professional Responsibility took the position that a preparer of a return is responsible for and must have accurate knowledge of all information impacting the submitted return. Furthermore, OPR stated it does not believe a practitioner can rely on third-party advice provisions as provided under Circular 230. So now we can't even rely on nobody else's information. We got to do our own research. Since the firms submitting ERC claims do not meet the definition of a tax preparer. So we can't even listen to those people's those scammers, those ERC claim people, whatever they call them. The OPR said they're not tax professionals. Okay, so we can't even take their advice. They also says in the event a client has filed an ERC claim that you disagree with, you have two choices. This is now they're talking to us as a tax professional. See, y'all done got us in this mess. Legitimate tax professionals now are being impacted by y'all scammers. Y'all done scammed so hard that OPR is now saying we got to step in and save the day again. Okay, let me put my wings on and fly. But yeah, they said if we disagree with the ERC claim, we have one of two options. Inform the clients that you do not agree with their eligibility for the credit and take corrective action to amend the claim for credit, or we have to disengage from the client. I'm going to read that again. In the event a client has filed an ERC claim that I don't agree with, that your tax professional don't agree with, that your CPA that you work with don't agree with, we told y'all don't do that, and y'all went somewhere else and got it done, right? They said we have one or two options to handle you guys by. We have one or two ways to handle you guys by. One, inform you that is not right and you're not eligible, and take the corrective action, meaning you pay me now to do your amended return, or disengage. So if you don't have me do the amended return, I can't even do your taxes. It says failure to take responsibility for the ERC claim, provide knowledge to the client as to why the ERC claim is erroneous, or to ignore it completely may subject a practitioner to potential penalties and sanctions for filing frivolous returns, understanding the client's tax obligation, and failure to sufficiently educate. So y'all didn't got regular Luo Folasade. Now I can't even help you guys if you don't want to do right. If I say your ERC claim was fraud and you want me to do your taxes this year, but you don't want to amend the ERC claim or pay it back or return the money or take the necessary steps to mitigate the problem, I cannot even work with you this tax year. I have to disengage. And then if I don't disengage, right, I can be held responsible. So now you guys then got regular old tax professionals that have nothing to do with this ERC. Y'all done got our panties in a bunch. Y'all done got our panties in a bunch right with you guys. But the beautiful part about it is they ain't tell us we have to snitch on y'all. We just can't work with y'all. Now they could have said, oh, we got to snitch. And we can't work with you guys. And everything. And I'm disappointed because a lot of you guys want to work with me and you guys have committed so many scams. And if you guys don't clean up the scams, I can't even serve you this year. OPR then took the position. The Office of Professional Regulation that regulates our licenses. And remember, I'm licensed. So you guys can go deal with someone that's shady, right? That's not licensed. We'll have to abide by Circular 230. You can go and deal with them. But if you want to work with someone of my caliber, we're licensed. Hold on, guys. I'm pulling up OPR thing. I'm so disappointed in this mess. I'm so disappointed. All right, guys. So do you guys have any questions at all before I shift over to the fuel credit fraud? Do you guys have any questions about the ERC at all? Post your questions. I'll be gladly to answer them. This information just touched down today, February 13th. The new process, the repayment amount, the requirements for us tax professionals. You guys then got us in y'all mess now. And it was all fine and dandy. You understand? When I didn't have no involvement in this. But now, just if you guys want to come and work with me, I have to now probably turn a lot of you away. Because you've done fraud. And you don't want to retract your applications. Huh. Then they're saying they also are beefing up our paperwork requirement. They've already told us that we have to keep up a lot of paperwork, a lot of due diligence, right? Now they're trying to say is that if you heard what I read, they want us to make sure we have all of the information to file your tax return, which we normally have everything, but dang, they specifying everything. So now your tax professional, your legitimate tax professional that told you didn't qualify will have to turn you away from filing your basic tax return because you refuse to retract your ERC fraudulent claim. And let me just read you guys this from OPR about our license. I'm so disappointed, y'all. Let's just read this last part, this conclusion part. Conclusion: when a practitioner enters into an engagement with the client who has claimed the ERC, wants to claim it, or who asks about the possibility, the practitioner needs to have or gain an in-depth knowledge of the credit, especially its eligibility criteria. The practitioner must also follow Circulars 230 requirements of due diligence in the practitioner's advice and in preparing and filing returns. Full disclosure to a client of their tax situation and reasonable reliance on client provided information and on any advice provided by a tax professional. If a practitioner has reason to believe that a client's excessive ERC claim is owing to the client's reliance, Did I read that wrong, or are they making a lot of grammatical errors? I know if a practitioner has reason to believe that a client's excessive ERC claim is owing to the client's reliance, okay, yeah, they wrong. Owing to the client's reliance on erroneous or improper advice from another practitioner, tax return preparer, or other third party, the practitioner should be their grammar is off, guys. This ain't me. I thought it was just me when I was reading, y'all, because y'all know I study stuff, right? That's okay. It wasn't me, y'all. Okay, they're making mistakes. Okay, it said the practitioner should, consistent with Circular 230 and the guidance above, advise the client of the overstated claim and any additional tax and penalties that could apply, and if requested, completely assist the client in correcting or mitigating the problem. The practitioner should also consider informing the client of the opportunity to file a complaint about the person who advised them. Okay, guys, so that's basically it. The IRS, I think this is the final, this might be like the final regulations for the ERC. This might be your final opportunity to walk away from the chaos and the issues that you cause yourself trying to get free, so-called free money from the government. Some of y'all told people it's reparations, it's free money, you have nothing to lose. Now you guys then got these people into issues. Now y'all then got us legitimate tax professionals into your mess, because at some point we may have to disengage from working with you guys. Okay? So guys, I'm going to take a 1 minute break. Oh my goodness, time is flying. I'm going to take a 1 minute break, and then I'm going to do this little hot topic, and then I'm done. I done been old. I got to put my babies down. It's almost 8:30. So yeah, I'm going to take a quick little break, guys, and I'll be right back.
I didn't realize how much help that I needed when I started my business. Like, I knew I couldn't do it by myself, but I didn't know to the extent of how much help I would need. So this is why your accounting is so important, because it's the difference between you being a one-man band for the rest of your life and you being able to hire your next right-hand man. And see, so for example, like me, I'm a service provider. So if I hire another individual in my office, the next thing would be someone that has a CPA or an enrolled agent, someone with the credentials of my caliber, right? So I can now officially somewhat delegate everything to them. And so while you small businesses think that it's a game to level up and grow your businesses, when it's time for you to sacrifice that $70,000 to pay somebody, you're not willing to do so. So you stay where you are.
All right, guys, I don't have that much time to be sitting back grooving, but we're going to go into my next topic. We're going to talk about this fuel credit, but we're going to start by reviewing the Instagram video that I posted today. That's what I was saying, guys. If you want to stay on top of things, you please head over to my Instagram, because I'm getting back, y'all. Before 2020, I was posting every day, quickly, giving y'all all the information, all the juice, quick, right? Teaching y'all, doing everything. And then I just got burnt out, because y'all was being shady, y'all burnt me out. So now I'm back because I need to save y'all tails, okay? So yeah, let me play this video and then we're gonna rock it out. Hold on, y'all.
I didn't do it.
Okay, that's fine. You
I didn't do it.
That's fine.
I started.
Okay.
If you came back there, we all got something. We just put that bitch up there.
That's fine. You said it.
All right, okay. So what you arguing about? It ain't no damn. Like I keep telling y'all,
what I'm saying is all this is irrelevant. All y'all come is to get my paper and never go.
That's all. And I'm gonna give you your paper.
That's all I want.
I keep telling you that. I keep telling you that's right. But your paper.
You come to your paper. You come to that's how they want to run their business.
Yeah, and I'm gonna run my business however I want to run this bitch. Like I say, that's fine. Ain't no fucking deadline on the fucking no amendment. The fuck you talking about? And I need a back of somebody. It is my business at the end of the day. It is. And my fucking folks, she ain't get no fucking money. She ain't get nothing anyway. The fuck?
Well, give me my tax return. That's
And I think, oh, you know what? Get on my building, get that bitch out your email.
No.
That's what you gonna do. Well, no, what the fuck? Hold on, let me get my purse. You ain't got to do nothing. Just get that bitch out your email. That's
Get
all I
it.
gotta say.
Excuse me. Get it.
Go get that bitch out your email. Since you want to do all that, get that bitch out your email.
That's my paperwork. Thank you.
That ain't even your paperwork. That's a bunch of paper that needs to be shredded. Get that bitch out your home. Get that bitch off your home. Like I said, get that bitch out your email.
I don't give a fuck. Shoot me. I'm not do that shit.
I'm giving you your original.
Okay, guys. So let me give you some context. Kind of find out this individual was getting their taxes done by this person. She said that the person did her 2022 taxes, but she didn't get her money back or whatever. And that she called the IRS, and the IRS basically said that let me read it. I can go. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me go to the original post. Give me a second. I got it because I got the original post. Let me go ahead on and read it from there so we can get it vert. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh yeah. All right, hold on. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so it says, and I'm gonna share my screen. All right. Okay. Okay, it says this lady is a tax scammer. First of all, she's the epitome of unprofessional. I went to her to file my taxes in 2022. I previously let her file my taxes, but it was in person. This time, I just texted her all of the information due to me being out of state on a travel assignment. So long story short, I end up still never getting my taxes to this day. I contacted the IRS. I was told that I needed an amend because the person who did my tax didn't put the correct wages and added fuel tax credits. So I'm like, what's that? The IRS lady says she put it on there like you own a plane, farm, etc. So I'm like, WTF? I called my Isha at Level Up Lady to get a copy of my return. She sends me an amend. She says she did for me. An amend I knew nothing of. She never asked, told, or said anything to me about an amend. So I was nice about that. And she was like, I got to redo your amend. I just like, okay. She said, I'm just like, okay. So fast forward to today. I texted her asking her for a copy of my return. First, she said she couldn't give me a copy. Then she told me, come get the copy at 10 p.m. Did I mention she pulled a gun out on me when she told me come pick up the papers? A gun? For what? So that's what I assumed was going to happen. So guess what I assumed was going to happen at 10 p.m. This was also taking place while a tax client was sitting at her desk directly across from her. She's the owner of the company. So as of now, I'll be owing the IRS thanks to this bald built back. wait, I'll be owing the IRS thanks to this bald built botched horse smelling silver back of a woman. Oh my gosh. Please, whatever y'all do, don't let these whores file y'all toenails or you have yeah. Okay. So basically, this is how it happens. These people sell y'all a bunch of mess, telling you guys that they can get you guys the highest refund. They know all of the tax strategies. And if you guys are new to me, you probably don't realize that I've already gave y'all every type for all of you newbies. I've already taught the people that have been watching me since 2015 every tax strategy there is that can be possibly used as a scam. Everything from claiming a fake business, from fake business tax credits. When the PPP came, I broke that down, how they're going to manipulate the tax forms, the ERC. I break all of this scamming stuff down, how they're going to use the tax returns, everything, right? So the people that have been watching me for years, they already knew not to fall bait before that fuel credit and all of that stuff. And it was nothing new because I've been teaching you guys business credits for a long time. And so let me confirm one thing for you guys, that this fuel credit that y'all done got hyped up over is nothing new. The fuel credit been here for years. It's just that, guess what? Y'all are just finding out about it. So as you guys can see on my screen, what does it say? What date did this say? February 5th, 2015, right? What does this say? Excessive claims for fuel tax credits makes the IRS dirty dozen list of tax scams. The fuel credit was already listed as a tax scam, and y'all fell right for it as they renewed it. They renewed it because gas prices was going high. They renewed it to help the transportation companies. They didn't renew this so y'all everyday small people, regular smuggler people that don't have a transportation type of business to benefit from. So all of y'all that thought, oh yeah, the fuel credit, boom, boom, I'm about to get that new credit, this is nothing new. These are credits that successful business people have been taking for years. But as you guys can see on my screen, this has been considered a scam for years because a lot of you guys never qualified. And we're now in 2022 when y'all did this, 2023 when y'all did this, y'all didn't even know the fuel tax credit is already a red flag. So the majority of y'all tax returns that include this fuel credit will be audited. Y'all thought that y'all done got duped again. That's why, see, I don't promote certain credits on my Instagram or on my social media because they're too complex to take. Like literally some clients will pay me $50,000 to do extensive tax planning. That means read the ins and out of all of these tax credits. I talk about the layers and layers and layers of it to see if they qualify for it. And y'all think that y'all just gonna have a regular Flo Joe tax professional say you qualify for the fuel tax credit without them doing extensive research on you? And y'all thought that this credit was new and that they did something? This credit ain't new. This credit been here for years and years and years. And then yet now you done got yourself messed up. Divine said, I had a different person do mine, and she did the same thing without me knowing. I got audited. You see what I'm saying? Them fuel credits, all y'all about to get audited. But y'all thought it was a newbie. Oh, y'all think because I'm not saying, or the legit professionals like myself, we not saying that type of stuff that we don't know what we talking about. Yes, the hell we know what we talking about. But you guys supposed to pay us research for that to see if you qualify. Like, for example, they have the work opportunity credit. They have the low income credit. They have all these type of small business tax credits that people pay me extensive money to research on whether or not they qualify for. Y'all mad that the rich people takes a lot of tax credits like Donald Trump, taking all of these tax credits. He pays his tax professional thousands, maybe even millions of dollars to see if he qualify for this stuff. We don't just be plugging them numbers in. Thank you, Divine. Divine said she ran back to her old professional. This is on Instagram, you guys. So just so we can debunk that, y'all done got duped thinking that fuel. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You thought that fuel credit was something new, didn't you? You didn't you? You have to tell me. You have to tell me. Y'all thought it was new. It's not new, guys. It's been here. But it's only applicable for certain businesses and certain industries. And a majority of you guys did not qualify. So you guys will be audited. Okay? And a lot of people say, oh, you be fear-mongering people. You don't want people to make money. I want y'all to make money legitimately. I don't want you guys to be building businesses, building generational wealth, and then IRS go knocking on your door. Because that's really when it happens, when y'all first get your big break. Then that's when they knock on the door. Then all your money have to go back to repaying them. I don't want you to have to start all over. I don't want you to take shortcuts. Yes, pay me my consultation fee to see if you qualify for certain credits. That's what legitimate business people do and real people do. They don't take advice from social media, especially all these people that's not certified. And then you have some people that's certified, that's part of that shady group online, that they're just trying to throw any type of deduction out there, so and strategy out there to get you guys to work with them, and they don't know doggone shit. A lot of these CPAs have never represented anybody in audits. See, this is the thing, guys. I literally represent clients in audits, okay? I know what it takes to get a credit, to get things thrown in, what IRS throw out, what they accept, what they don't. But a lot of these people that's boasting so much mess online, they have never even sat in an audit before. They don't even know how the audit process works, what type of paperwork, what documentation. Everybody that sold y'all on that Cohen rule. That Cohen rule may not work because it's a tax court strategy, not an audit strategy. We got to get through the audit strategy before we can even get the tax court. So a lot of y'all are taking all these ambiguous promoted tax strategies, and now you're talking about IRS can have years and years and years to come after you guys. Years and years and years to come after you guys. All right, so now let me show you guys one thing. Let me tell you, it's so bad. Even the states are telling you guys that the fuel tax credit claims are false. It says number 4 on the 2023 30 dozen list, and this is Colorado. This is a state. So when the states are saying that these claims are fraud, then you know you have an issue. It says number 4 on the 2023 Dirty Dozen list of tax scams comes with warnings of third-party promoters of false fuel tax credit claims. False promoters try to push taxpayers to claim fuel credits they are not qualified to receive. During tax season, it's important to remember to be wary of any tax deal that sounds too good to be true. IRS Commissioner says these scammers will often charge a hefty fee for these bogus claims, and participants also face the possibility of identity theft. Always think twice when you see promotions for fuel tax credits, especially when they come from an unknown third-party source. It says the fuel tax credit is meant for off-highway business and farming use, which makes most taxpayers not qualified to receive this credit. The IRS has seen a rise in scammers enticing taxpayers to inflate their refunds by claiming the credit. Promotion of filing certain refundable credits using Form 4136. And it was so funny. They like, oh, use form, use form, act like they know something. Using Form 4136, credit for federal tax paid on fuels has increased due to false perpetrators. In this scam, it is commonly seen that a third party will convince a taxpayer to fraudulently claim the fuel tax credit with promises of an enticing increase on their return. During their persuasion, these scammers will take advantage of taxpayers with inflated fees, refund fraud, and even identity theft. It is suggested that taxpayers seek advice from a legitimate source before claiming credits such as the fuel tax credit, as the IRS has increased its compliance efforts related to falsely claiming these credits. So here we go again. Y'all done got set up. The IRS this has been on the IRS Dirty Dozen scam list since 2015. Y'all jumped on it in 2022. You don't think you're going to be audited next year? You will be. So now y'all done added on another thing. Y'all done did PPP scams, ERC scams. You done did the fuel tax credit scams, the EIDL scams, unemployment scams. God dang it, y'all. Do y'all know, like, literally, it is not enough professionals of us to even represent all of you guys. Like, y'all done messed y'all families up for $5,000, $10,000. For what? Small money. Small money, guys. And then don't say, oh, it's small money to you, Folasade. No money is worth me risking my family's future, my family's livelihood, and my freedom for. Not even $1 million, not even 2, 20, 30, $40, $50 million. I'm not risking it. But y'all risking it for 10 grand, 15 grand. Okay, so that was the state of Colorado. And then now we're going on the IRS site. IRS warned y'all last year, March last year, to not do the fuel credit fraud. And here we go again. What does this date says? March 23, 2023. Dirty Dozen. Watch out for third-party promoters of false fuel tax credit claims. The IRS done said it. And it's almost the same thing that Colorado said, so that's why I'm not reading it. And then they also put a link here for you guys to submit who is pushing these scams. Form 14242. And they tell you mail it to this address. Because they're trying to find those people. Who's promoting this people? Hold on. Let me see if that was the last thing. So yeah, guys. So I don't know what to do. It's like I go through one, I deal with one scam thing that you guys have gotten yourselves into. And then now another one, a fuel credit. So now y'all have done PPP, ERC, EIDL, fuel credit. Y'all taking bogus tax credits and tax tips, tax strategies. Do y'all know that bogus tax tips and strategies are on the IRS Dirty Dozen tax fraud list? But y'all didn't know that because y'all don't work with legitimate tax professionals that say, oh, well, you don't qualify for that. You don't qualify for that. It's like, so yeah, guys, that's all I have for you guys tonight. I enjoyed myself. I hope that you guys learned a lot, and I hope that you guys inform everybody that you know of that have gotten their ERC fraudulently, the outlets that the IRS has set up for them to withdraw their claims. There's no need to try to get the money, honey. If you know it's a fraud, don't even mess yourself up. Just go ahead on, go to the link in my bio on Linktree. Go to the link on my bio in IG and scroll down, withdraw your paperwork. It's not that serious, okay? However, the IRS specifically says on their site that anyone that willfully, remember, to commit fraud, you have to willfully do it. You have to have the intent to do it, right? Anybody that willfully did these ERC, right? That does not mean you will not go to jail or you will not get caught up or you will not have any criminal charges brought against you. So you might as well go ahead on and do their volunteer program because they're helping you out a little bit. Okay. You don't have to pay it all back. So y'all lucky. So if you got 10 grand, you got to pay back 8. They say you can keep the 2. Let everybody know. And then last but not least, guys, check your tax return. Because already this particular tax year, I have already seen a lot of clients with that fuel tax credit and fake businesses on their tax return. I would prefer if you guys are well aware of the fraud that happened on your return than to be completely blindsided. So go to your prior year tax return, the 2022 tax return. Look on the top left-hand side of your paperwork because that's normally where they will put the number, the form, right? Or look at the bottom and look for the form 4136. If you have the form 4136 and you are not a farm with off-highway type of equipment and things like that, then you don't qualify for the fuel tax credit. Please be aware that you should amend your return if that's the case, or you can wait until they come after you and you will have to defend it and go against the IRS. So you guys have chance now to amend those returns. So y'all are amending returns for fake ERC. Y'all amending returns for fake PPPs. Man, now y'all amending returns for the fake fuel credits, fake businesses. And let me be honest with you guys. The reason why I'm very alarmed about the employee retention credit is because it doesn't just involve the IRS. Depending on how deep that person that convinced you to do the scam went with creating false paperwork, this may also involve your state. So just because the IRS says that they may not incriminate you once you withdraw the ERC and you submitted false unemployment reports to the state to back up what you reported to the federal, then you may have issues on the state level as well. If you filed your fuel tax return credit and it reduced your AGI and your state goes by your federal AGI, then guess what? You have now involved the state in your mess as well. And you will have to deal with the state as well, not just IRS. If you guys falsely claim employees and adjusted 941s, then more than likely you may have maybe reported somebody for unemployment. And so that person may end up getting caught up if it's a family member and they had a job. So in addition to that, you guys just have run a complete muck. Everything in this system connects, guys. And I thought I taught you guys that. Everything I do in my office, I can show you guys it connects to everything. There's no way to hide stuff. You just need somebody to be strategic with you. But there's no way to hide anything anymore, guys. Everything connects. Even your cash. I can find out how much money you make, even if you get paid in cash. I can find out your lifestyle and what you spend money on, even if you only make cash, even if you only receive your pay in cash or only spend cash. So if I can do that, just imagine what a multi-billion-dollar mathematical system can do, IRS, when they're reviewing y'all returns. But y'all thought it was free money. Y'all thought, and I'm going to start screenshotting something like, why you ain't talking about this credit? Why you ain't talking about this credit? You don't know what you're talking about. My person said that I can do this, I can do. I'm going to start screenshotting those shady posts so y'all can really see what I do. Because y'all trying to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about because I didn't talk about the fuel credit because y'all didn't qualify. And remember, guys, let me tell you, you know why they know a lot of you guys didn't qualify for the ERC? Because in the Black community, we only employ 100,000 people. Black businesses only employ 100,000 people. So now all of a sudden, all of these small businesses that never reported any employees for 4 or 5 years, 10 years, now all of a sudden we have all these businesses with employees. But for the past 5 to 15, 20 years, Black businesses only employed 100,000 people. The statistics even get you guys caught up because statistically, the numbers don't add up. So y'all thinking y'all got away with something when all y'all did was just cause yourself unnecessary headache for $10,000 to $15,000. And for the people that did not know that they were being scammed by those tax professionals, guys, you have to pay attention to the way that they operate. If everybody is going to them for the highest refund, 9 times out of 10, they're shady. And like one of my colleagues said on Instagram, professionals like myself, this is our real career. This is our real businesses. This is how we feed our family for sure. We don't have no side hustles, none of that. Y'all going to all of them shady people and putting money in their pocket, millions of dollars in their pocket, and all they doing is burning you guys. But when we ask for our little $300 to file your taxes and do everything right, advise you on the laws, make sure you set up for retirement, make sure you financially astute, all of that stuff, you don't give a hell about us. There's no loyalty because we're not telling you guys we're getting you the maximum refund. By law, as a legitimate tax professional that goes by Circular 230, I cannot promote I get you the maximum tax refund. I cannot promote that. It's illegal. That's another thing. A lot of people that's promoting that, they're not legitimate. So they don't have anybody that regulates them. Also, as a legitimate tax professional, I cannot give you guys false tax advice. So I cannot come on here and give you guys false tax strategies because I'm licensed. But y'all, you guys don't care. Y'all just go with anybody that say anything that sound good, that fill up your pockets temporarily. I remember in a live stream, guys, I said that this system is going to end up having the prisons filled because of our emotions and our greed. So between our emotions and our greed, the Black community is being taken under. We cannot control our emotions, so we killing people, we fighting people, we harming people. And we so greedy, we use ERC scams and PPPs and all this stuff to get a quick buck. So between your emotions and your greed, the Black community has now pushed ourselves to be fully occupying the prison system if they end up changing the rules and the sentencing requirements for these loans and for tax fraud. The Black community have destroyed. You guys have destroyed yourself from your emotions and greed. If somebody talk about you, you ready to fight them. Everybody gonna talk. You ready to kill somebody because they talking, or they stole something for you, so you go shoot up, or you stealing somebody's car, and then now y'all doing all these tax fraud schemes and all this stuff. Emotions and greed is killing the Black community. And I said this over a year and a half to 2 to 3 years ago. This is going to be what brings us down. And I see it it's coming full circle now. Because you guys want to make quick money. You guys want to get rich quick. I don't understand. Anything comes fast will leave you faster. Anything that came to me fast was gone fast, y'all. Like my girl Kenya say, gone with the wind, fabulous. Yes, it was gone. Gone. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for you guys. I'm tired. I rocked it out today. Got a lot of my tax returns done. My staff was like, let's go. Okay. So guys, I love you guys so much. If you enjoyed today's content, please do not keep me a secret. The same way you value my content, same way somebody else that's not pretentious and need me to be perfect will value my content as well. And guys, and to be really honest with you, I make it my mission to teach you guys the right way. Okay, I started from the bottom. My story resonates with a lot of you guys, right? When I started my company, I was using my tax refunds. I think that girl that stole my damn story too. I'm not going to say anything. When I started my company, I was using my tax refunds. I was bellied up, pregnant. Well, I just had Bram. Look, I filed my first taxes, pressed to get my little child tax credit, and kept reinvesting it back into my company. Guys, I never took shortcuts with building my company. I never chased fast money, guys. And yes, it pains me to see other people become more successful than me faster because they didn't have families and they didn't have children and they got partnerships and shout out for shout outs and, friends, network and all of that stuff. And I promise you guys, I feel so absolutely blessed because while I was sitting there watching all these accountants partner up with people doing shady stuff, God told me don't partner with nobody. Jesus told me don't partner with nobody, and I did it. And now everybody is going down for scamming. All the asses is going down for scamming. All of them, all the platforms, they're going down for scamming. They can't even post without somebody saying that they're a scam. So guess what? I'd rather go slow like the turtle and I'm legit and my money's flowing than to be going fast like a rabbit and end up in jail and selling y'all some false information just to line up my pockets and get my community burned. Because that's what they did, y'all. They didn't do y'all no favor. They burned y'all. Let's really be honest. But y'all don't want to be honest. Y'all want to act like they doing something for you guys. They didn't. They burnt you guys. They sold y'all false information. Okay? Okay, guys. So I love you guys so much. Y'all must have just been digesting the information because y'all ain't post no questions. Look. Take the necessary steps to save you and your family. Don't be concerned about somebody else. If you know you did the ERC fraudulently, withdraw your application. If you know somebody that did it, send them the information so they can do what they need to do. If they choose not to, that's on them. But you have to sleep at night. You owe your family success and comfort. The last thing you want is for you to be getting married or you successful 5 years from now, IRS like, and then your husband, your wife, like, what the? And you end up losing everything because of the choices you made last year and this year. Is a reason why rich people pay people like me to find tax strategies. They pay us to research their eligibility. They don't just take our advice blindly, okay? They pay us. We strategize. And then let me show, it was one more thing I want to show you guys. See, I knew it was one more thing I want to show you guys. I knew it. It didn't come up though. I think that's what confused me now, was that it didn't come up. Where is it? Okay, yep, got it. Hold on, let me show you this last thing, guys, and then I'm done. So now for you guys, for you to believe me that they are arresting people for the fuel credit. Okay, so September 2023, somebody was arrested. For the fuel credit, tax fraud. Man sentenced for $3.5 million. Okay, and that's not the first. There's a lot of them, guys. They're just coming. You know, they start with the bigger ones and then, you know, slowly, you know, trickle its way down. You see? These are all the fuel credit cases now. The IRS didn't actually even put, Treasury even put down, y'all thought it was a joke. Even the Treasury even have paperwork regarding the fuel credit. Even talking about the frivolous filing of them and everything. Oh, let me read y'all this really quick, and then we go on. Says the IRS assessed the frivolous filing penalty on only a limited number of taxpayers who submitted returns with the FTC, which is the fuel tax credit claims, and no business purposes. Of the 1,172,732 individual income tax. Oh my God! No, the IRS said no. Y'all motherfuckers ain't do this. Excuse my language. No. 1 million. Oh, okay, so we got 1 million farmers. Oh my God. Y'all take this stuff too far now. This is ridiculous. No. Wait, guys, do y'all see that? Am I tripping? Hold on, let me do full screen. Hold on, y'all. Wait. Y'all know I be, you know. Hold on. Wait. Let me zoom in some more. This is crazy. Wait. Hold on. The IRS assessed the frivolous filing penalty on only a limited number of taxpayers who submitted returns with FTC claims and no business purposes. Of the 1 million, okay, that says 1 million. 1,172,732 individual income tax returns with FTC claims submitted during. There were 263,522 returns with no business purpose. The IRS completed 10,026 examinations involving returns with FTC claims without business purposes and decreased the claim FTC on 7,070 returns. However, the frivolous filing penalty was assessed on only 13 returns. Okay, see, the IRS is trying to be a little lenient now. So y'all can't say the IRS trying to just mess everybody up. They not. Y'all messing yourselves up by doing this. So it said the 7,057 returns that had the FTC decreased and were not assessed a $5,000 frivolous filing penalty could be subject to approximately what? 35.3 million in penalties? Hold on, y'all. Let me read this again. Hold on. The 7,057 returns that had the FTC decreased and were not assessed a $5,000 frivolous filing penalty could be subject to approximately 35.3 million in penalties? No. Are y'all seeing this or am I tripping? Can y'all see this or am I tripping? Please tell me I'm not tripping. Somebody in the chat say, Folasade, you're not tripping and says it. Please tell me I'm not tripping, y'all. They have to be wrong when they say this. This is not right. This must be a grammatical error, y'all. Oh my God. No. What? Taxpayers who do not meet their obligations may owe a penalty. FTC claim without a business purpose is a frivolous position. As listed in the IRS Notice 2010-33, a frivolous position is subject to a $5,000 frivolous filing penalty. As discussed previously, the IRS most recently mentioned FTC. The IRS is not using frivolous filing fee as a deterrent to prevent the submission of improper. Over the last few years, what? Frivolous filing penalty application does not have to be in place. Taxpayers can attempt to file improper FTC claims every year with no repercussions other than having the claim disallowed. Penalties are used to deter. Oh my God. Develop and implement procedures. Okay, guys. I read it right. Guys, I don't know. I don't know, guys. That just shook me up. They said out of 7,000 claims now, so 35.3 million. Oh, God. I'm going to look at that again. I think they made a mistake. They had to make a mistake on this one, y'all. They can't be penalized somebody 35 or something million. Penalty filing, frivolous filing penalty could be subject to policy 35. No, that's not. Okay, guys, look, it's too much going on, y'all. Y'all just scam y'all way. I'm done, y'all. I'm done. So I will catch you guys on another episode, guys. Today I had a blast. It looked like I had fun. And so, guys, just to give you guys a disclaimer, I'm not happy. And I always have to say this. I'm not happy that you guys are getting caught up, but I'm not happy that the IRS is shutting this down. I'm not happy. And I'm not happy that you guys ended up taking those frivolous tax positions and taking and qualifying for ERC fuel tax credit. I'm actually really disappointed in you guys. And it shows me that I still have a lot of work to do, and I did not make enough impact to convince you guys to not cheat on your tax return and not to take checks, these fake gurus, as face value. I feel bad. I'm sorry. I didn't do my part. I should have continued creating content for 2-3 years while I was shadow banned. I should have. But guess what? You guys have to take responsibility just as well as I'm taking accountability today. I stopped creating content because I got burnt out and y'all was being shady. And y'all was being shady and got yourselves into this mess. So now I'm going to continue to keep doing content to educate you guys, and I'm not happy. But guys, can we not do that this year? Enough is enough. Fuel credit is out. Fake businesses is out. Claiming education credits is out. All of that. Y'all are now making them create so many policies and so many rules because y'all keep trying to cheat. Now people that qualify for earned income tax credit, education credits can't even get their refund until almost the beginning of March because of the scammers. Now all of y'all with the fuel credit, y'all going to get audited. ERCs, PPPs, bank, the 1099 laws, because y'all been hiding money and not claiming y'all business income. Enough is enough. Do y'all have to be handcuffed and shackles to believe that the IRS is arresting people? And then let me say this before I close. Not only do you get arrested, you could get arrested. Not only do you have to pay restitution, not only do we have to pay that money back plus penalties and interest, but do you not realize that the IRS can impose on you to no longer be able to claim any credits? So, for example, the child tax credit, if the IRS find that you take for frivolous tax positions, they can disqualify you from taking the child tax credit, earned income tax credit, from taking business expenses, from taking charitable donations, just because you guys have been cheating in other areas. They can prevent you from qualifying for other credits. Like people now that have got caught up for claiming other people's children, guess what? They can't even claim their own children. But they don't tell y'all that. People are getting their refunds snatched years and years and years and years. You know, some people been getting their refunds snatched for over 10 to 15 years because they dealt with a bad tax person that did fraud and they knew about it, but they was happy with the money. So guess what? When the IRS went back, they owed $60,000 to $70,000. And now they've been paying IRS almost 10 years, still paying IRS. And guess what? The IRS end up taking backup withholding on every 1099 job that they get. So a lot of you like, oh yeah, I just get a 1099 job. Guess what? If they disallow credits, more than likely they're going to hit you with backup withholding. Meaning they're going to tell every company you get a 1099 from to take out 28% of taxes from your check before they give it to you, even as a 1099. Do you know that even as a small business owner, if you keep running away from paying taxes, the IRS can force PayPal, Stripe, Square, and all of the companies that you provide services for to deduct 28% from your pay to pay the IRS? It's called backup withholding. Because you guys done try to cheat the system so much, IRS said, oh, no, we can't trust that person. Let's get our money up front, girl. Let's get our money up front. Because that person ain't going to file a tax return. Or that person going to take false tax deductions and false expenses. So we're not going to get our tax money. So y'all messing yourselves up across the board. And then a lot of you guys work for the government. Y'all realize that this can also mess up your government job? Some of you guys have high security clearances. This can also mess up your security clearances. But I digress, guys. I love you guys. I enjoyed tonight's show. When the video go live, post your questions if you have any. Please don't incriminate yourself on my post, guys. A lot of y'all be posting tomorrow. I got it. Just message me privately. Don't put that publicly, okay, guys? I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.